Oh my my my. Oh my my my. Oh my my my. Hey guys, it's Tina here. Welcome back to another episode of Tina Tries It. In today's episode, I will be doing a full face of BT21 Makeup version 2. Now, I was lucky enough to receive all this makeup from BT Cosmetics, and I've just gone through and picked out the colors that I know will work for my skin tone, and with the rest I will be giving it away because I thought, I'll share the love and give it to some BTS fans. So if you want to find out how you can win all this, watch until the end of this video to find out. My background, you see how I combined the yellow and the pink? It's inspired by the new BTS song, Boy With Love. I love that video clip. I think it's really cute. And I just love their hair. Do you think I could rock blue hair? Imagine me with blue hair. Maybe I should get a wig. A lot of you guys enjoyed the other BT21 makeup video, so I am back to show you guys version 2. I'm going to start off with foundation. This is a stick foundation, and then this character is Koya. The shade I have here is shade 23, which is the darker shade, but this comes in 4 shades, I believe. So I'm just going to apply this on. Now, the last foundation that I tried on in version 1, I didn't like it, so I hope I like this one better. The color seems to be alright, like it doesn't look extremely light or anything. And then I'm just going to blend it in. Actually this color's good. Yay! Maybe it's a little bit lighter, but it works because it matches my neck. That wasn't enough, so I'm just going to go in with the stick again, just around the center of my face because I have redness around there. And the stick is quite creamy. I just realized I just realized that there's a brush on the other end. I'm gonna use the brush, okay. Duh. Okay. So I'm just gonna buff it in, I guess. Look, the brush is okay. I think I still prefer using my beauty blender. So I might just go in with that. But yeah, I guess this is a great stick if you want to bring it with you throughout the day to touch up, because you don't have to bring an extra brush. You can just work it on and then blend it out. As you can see, my skin still has a lot of shine on it, so the finish is more of a dewy finish, I guess. I actually look really oily, though I was oily to start off with already. It's not the best stick foundation I've used, but it is much better than the Kush foundations. Moving on to this cutie, this is Tata, and this is a concealer stick. Again, this is shade 23. I'm just gonna map out the areas I want to conceal. So under my eyes. So yeah, shade 23, the concealer is lighter than the foundation. Then I'm just gonna blend it out with my beauty blender. The concealer is a lot creamier than the stick foundation. Now I believe their concealers, I think they have 3 other shades, and then they also have a contouring stick. This is their contour stick, and the character is Shuki. So unlike the other one that I used before in version 1, this is a smaller stick, so it's going to be good if you want to contour your nose or smaller areas. So let's actually do that. I want to contour my nose. Don't mind the noise today, guys. I don't know why, it's just so noisy. So there's only 1 shade in this, but I feel like it's a good color. It's alright. Okay, so I'm gonna blend out my nose contour. I usually just use my fingers for this. Just blend it up. It is actually really creamy and almost oily. I feel like it just glides on nicely, but then yeah, it gives me that really oil feel. So just blending that out to snatch my nose, and then just patting it to just make it look a little bit more natural. And then for the sides, just using a foundation brush, I'm just gonna buff this out. I think this shade could be used as a bronzing shade too, because it's a little bit more on the orange side. Now for me, I hardly contour my jawline, but if you feel like you need to, go ahead and do that. I just like to do like around my forehead because I feel like I actually have like quite a big forehead. Like if I pulled back my hairline, I hope I don't have a receding hairline. That's one of those things I kind of like hate about my hairline. That's why I always have like my hair covered, like this area, so then I don't look like I've got a receding hairline. Okay, my skin is looking better now that I have some more dimension to it. And then hair on my face everywhere. Okay, so my skin is still looking quite oily. I'm going to use this little powder compact. This is a blur pack. Comes with this really cute sponge with all the characters on it, and it does have a mirror. I'm gonna do half my face first to see if it makes a difference. Oh, I think I applied too much, but it does make it matte. Wow. Whoa. This is magic. Look at that. So this is the blur pack. So I assume it would blur your skin out, and I feel like it does blur it out. Definitely. It's doing something. Check out the difference. Okay, so I've just quickly powdered this side. It's more mattifying and I feel like my skin looks a lot better. And then on this side, look at all that texture. Look at all that. It's just very very bumpy. It's very shiny. It's probably not that flattering. Look at that. How good's that? Okay, I actually really like this. I don't think I've used like a blurring powder before. I just normally stick with like translucent powder. And yeah, it does mattify your skin, but I don't feel like it blurs it like this. Me likey. Guys, do you know the name of this character in the middle? This one? I forget his name. It's Van or Van? Van. Okay, so moving on to... Oh. We have brows. I thought they make a brow product. I'm just gonna like quickly do my brows off camera and then I'll be right back. For my eyes, I'm going to apply this base. It's like a liquid eye base. And again, this is Shooky. This packaging is super cute. I really like this one. So it comes in a wand like that. At first I thought it was concealer, but I realized it was an eye base. So I'm going to do one eye at a time just in case this dries really quickly. So I'm just going to like pop it on. Actually, this would be a good contour color because it's more grey. I'm going to use a brush to blend this out. Okay. It dries really quickly. So yeah, do one eye at a time. So that's what this color looks like. I believe this is the darker shade. And to be honest, it's not too far off from my natural lid color. Maybe obviously just a little bit darker. I'm gonna try to build it up. So this is just a matte color. I guess you could just wear this as an eyeshadow on its own if you want like a brown. Or if you're planning to do like a smoky eye, you can lay down a base first. And I assume this is gonna make your eyeshadow last longer. In the photos I saw, the model had it both on her top and lower lid. Lower lid. Do you have a lower lid? You don't have a lower lid. Just lower lash line. So I'm gonna do the same. So that's what it looks like. I think it's a good sort of base if you want to kind of contour and map out the shape before you place your eyeshadows on. So I'm just gonna quickly do this side. I feel like the formula does feel really similar to a concealer. You can also use your fingers to blend it out if you just want something quick. Next up, I'm going to layer on some eyeshadows. This is Origin Brown. It's actually like two brown shades and a more like champagne gold shade, but I don't know why on the camera it looks more silver. Let me just swatch it for you guys. I don't know if you guys can tell, but yeah, it's actually two different browns. There's a darker one and then a more like coppery shade. And this is the other shade, and it's looking white, but it's more gold, trust me. I'll pop up the swatch that the brand has so you guys can see a better color representation. I think I'm just gonna use my fingers for this, and I'm just gonna layer on the eyeshadow. So I'm going in with that coppery brown first. Ugh. Just realized there's no mirror. I was like looking at nothing. Just gonna use the mirror from the compact. So I'm just layering that on with my fingers. I totally should have used a brush. My fingers were so fat and it just smudged everywhere. Okay, I didn't want it to go that high in the center, but I'm just gonna blend this out. I kind of feel like the base kind of made my eyeshadow a bit patchy. I feel like maybe that's because I used this blurring powder on my lid. I don't know, it looks a little bit uneven. Okay, so when I use a brush on this side, it's not as like pigmented, so I'm just gonna lay it on with my hand first and then blend it out with a brush. I feel like the color looks a lot better like that. And now if you guys have used Korean products before, and especially when it comes to eyeshadows, you would know that their formulas aren't super pigmented, so you might have to layer it a couple of times. And I realize I'm using my middle finger, so it looks like I'm flipping you off, so I'm just gonna change finger now. So this has some glitter particles to it, so it's kind of nice and shiny. Why does that side look so much darker than this side? I feel like I gotta keep like layering it on. I'm gonna go into the darker shade now. I'm just gonna work it on my lower lash line. Okay, I might have to move up a little bit and just work it into my outer corner. Can you see a difference? I can't really see a big difference. A little bit. The colors are kind of similar now that I look at it. Okay, no, it's definitely getting darker when I compare it to this side. It's just really subtle, that's all. See? So I'm gonna do the same. Just gonna run it along my lash line and then build it up on the outer corner. I'm just going to run this color on my lower lash line as well. And now I'm going to add the highlight shade. Should I use my fingers? I might use my fingers for this. I'm going to, this mirror, this no mirror thing gets to me. I'm going to pop this like just around here where my pupil is and around the center. See, now it's looking a little bit more gold. Lately I've just been like popping the highlight color around the center of my lid because I just feel like it gives you more like of a rounded eye effect as opposed to starting at the inner corners. So that looks really nice and glittery. I feel like this is nice for more of like an evening, nighttime look because it's very glittery. I'm going to pop that shade just under here as well on my lower lash line in the center. Does that make a difference? I don't know if you can see it. It's not really showing up. Maybe I use my fingers. So that's my eye makeup. I realized I don't have eyeliner as well, so I'm going to quickly line my eyes, pop on some lashes, and then move on to lips. Next I'm going to line my lips. This color is Beige Rose, and this has Mang and Koya on it. It just occurred to me that I don't think a lot of Korean brands have lip liners. I can't really name one off the top of my head. Maybe Tony Moly. Let's just go in with this. Don't know if you guys can tell, but this actually matches my natural lip color quite well. And I'm just gonna fill in my whole lip. Oh, you know why they don't use lip liner? It's because they usually do that gradient lip and they kind of just powder their lip line away and then just pop the lip color in the center to get that gradient lip. That is why. Okay, so that's the shade there. I mean, I would actually just wear this by itself. It's actually quite a nice color. Yes. This is their lip palette and these are the shades inside. Altogether you get 9 shades. So I guess if you want something compact and you want a lot of colors, this might be a good option for you. I think I'm going to go into this first shade here. It's a little bit more corally than the rest. So I'm just going to use a lip brush to apply this. And I guess you can mix and match if you want as well. But the colors, they all kind of look very close together. If you guys want a good custom lip palette that's great for mixing, Anastasia Beverly Hills has one and Pony Effect has one. Again, there's no mirror, which kind of like gets to me because I look at it and I'm like, oh, it's just plastic. Ooh, that just accentuated my dryness hardcore. I'm doing a two-tone lip, but I'm not really feeling this formula. It's a creamy formula, however, I just feel like it really clings to all that dryness. It's not like it doesn't have like a smoothing effect. It's just, I don't know, it just sits in all those lines. Can you guys see that? It kind of builds up a lot, and maybe it's my fault because I also have dry chapped lips and I have a lot of lines on my lips as well. I'm not feeling this lip palette. I think I'm going to remove this. They do have other lip products, so I think they have a liquid lipstick or something. I might pop that on. It's going to be really red. This is actually a lip tint. It kind of looks like the liquid eye base. The packaging is very similar. It has a cute little character Mung on top. This shade is Rose Red, and it just has a standard wand on it. I'm just going to pop it on the center and then blend it out. Oh, it has a nice smell to it. It smells kind of like strawberries. Yep, that smells nice. This formula is so much better. It doesn't accentuate those lines and it's not clinging onto any dryness. Yep, I like this one. I like you, Mung. Now in version 2, they didn't come out with any additional cheek products, but I am actually going to use another lip tint. How cute is Koya? He's sleeping. This color is Dreamy Coral. So I'm just going to pop some on the back of my hand and then just use my fingers and then just lightly pat it on. This is a good trick if you don't have any blush. I feel like matte lipsticks work well because you don't want that glossy shine on your cheeks. Unless you do, then go for it. But yeah, lipsticks, you can always apply it on your cheeks. And I feel like when you do this, the cheek color actually looks a lot more like natural. So for me, I like to just bring it up almost like into my hairline. I kind of want that lifted look. I just realized that my skin is already getting oily again. Like my forehead, you can see it glistening now. I might just quickly go in again with the powder pack and then just de-shine myself. Okay, so I am done with my makeup. This is what it looks like. I definitely feel that version 2 is a lot better than the first series. The packaging looks better, the formulas are better as well, except for a few minor products. The foundation stick was a lot better than the cushion foundations, but again, they don't have a lot of colors. 23 is the darkest. I really liked the lip tints and the contour and concealer sticks. I like the size of the contouring stick especially because, you know, you can kind of just get in there and map out your nose really well. For the eye products, I actually prefer just using the powder eyeshadows over the eye base. I don't know, I don't really care for this much. Maybe because I don't really use one in my day-to-day routine, so I feel like it's just an extra unnecessary step for me. Unless you just want to wear like a matte brown shadow by itself. The lip palette, even though you get all these colors, I just don't like the formula for my lips. If you have like juicy, plump lips and everything looks good, then I'm sure this will look good. But for me, because I just have like the worst lips. I've got dry lips, I've got lots of lines, so I tend to stick with formulas that don't accentuate that. The blurring powder, at first I was really surprised with this. I really liked it until I realized that when I was done with my makeup, it didn't really last. Like I got really shiny again and you can see all that texture. So even though like immediate results were really good, it's just not long wearing. It doesn't really like stay matte. Another thing I want to touch on is the price of these. Make sure you check the price because some places that sell BT21 online, the cosmetics, I feel like they jack up the price and they double it. But if you can find it like either at the BT Cosmetics store or if you can go to Korea or just find a website that is comparable to the actual normal prices, then it's okay. But yeah, beware because there are websites that charge a lot. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video slash tutorial slash review. Now it is time for the giveaway. If you guys want a chance to win some BT21 goodies, all you have to do is follow me on Instagram. I'll be posting up a BT21 makeup video on there. So find that video and comment to let me know which character is your favorite. I feel like I'm just like vibing Koya because I picked up Koya quite a few times in this tutorial. So yeah, let me know your favorite character. That is it from me. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Like if you haven't, why? Like why haven't you clicked subscribe? Please do, and turn on notifications. I shall speak to you guys next time. Bye!